Hi everybody, Wendy here, Lolly Dolly Crafts, and what I've got for you is this really cute little cat. Well, I say little, it's huge. It's a die. Okay, this is the die. Inloveartshop. Once you've put it all together, it is absolutely adorable. Look, it's so cute, and I put a little bow on it and put some. I used some ink, not memento ink. Oh, it's a memento, yeah, memento ink, not the blue one, but I used a pink one for the cheeks, the ears, and then I used hickory. So I'm just getting my ink to find out which one I used. Hickory smoke. I should have got these before, shouldn't I? Yeah, so I used hickory smoke, and I just went around the pussycat just to sort of like give it a little bit of depth, so it wasn't so flat. Okay. When I put this together, just bear in mind, if you do get it, that there are lots of, well, I say lots, there's a couple of really small bits, like these bits here are the eyes. When you cut out the face, when it cuts it out, it doesn't completely cut it out down and across there, if you see, so you have to physically cut that yourself. When it cuts the tail out, it cuts the end of the tail out separately, so you can add, like on here, you can add it in a different colour. But what I had to do was on the back is stick some paper, otherwise there's nothing to stick it onto, if you understand what I'm saying. And that's the same with the face. I cut it out twice, and then I stuck the extra bit that I wasn't going to use on the back so I could put the face on. And the face goes, so that's the whiskers part, and again you have to cut that out separately as well. And then the face goes on top of the whiskers, not underneath it, on top of it. And then I just added like some dots, black dots, and some black whiskers. I did add some like lashes to it, because to try and make her look, well, I'm going for like a female cat, but to try and make her look a little bit more not so cross looking. Because when I did it, sort of like she was looking a bit evil looking. It's just the position I had the eyes in, and so yeah. And I did try and put like a dot with a white pen, but for some reason it just wasn't showing. So I need to get a secure black pen, do that, and then or like a Copic pen, because I tried doing it with a normal black pen and it wasn't having it. So I've just got to resort the eyes out and put some more white in it, because at the moment she just looks like she's like got black eyes. So yeah, so that's the die. It also round here, if you look, see that one there. If I point to it, so that one there, okay, and that one there, they're the eyebrows, so they cut out separate as well. So again, I had to make sure that I put something on the back in order to sew the eye, because you've got the holes to put the eyebrows in, but it's literally, there's nothing to fix them to, so you have to put something on the back just so they'll stay in. I didn't figure out what this bit was. I didn't know what it was, so I didn't know what to do with it. So I had a look at the picture online to see if it was any clue on there, but maybe, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what that is. So maybe if any of you guys use it, you can let me know. But I didn't. It's sort of like a side M. I'm not sure. I don't know. Although it did fit in here, this bit okay, but it was too flat. It definitely needed the pointy bit. So anyway, yeah. But as it was, for a first time putting her together, I did really like it. And I thought she turned out really well. Like I said, I put a little bow. This bow was from a little box kit that I got from Ali. So yeah, really cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up my card with this little little cat. So this is the pieces for my card. So again, I've used a 5 3/4 and 5 3/4 card. I've cut out a mat, a grey mat, okay, which I'm going to stick down, and then I've got this, and I put the hickory smoke around the outside of that grey as well, so it sort of matches the pussycat. And then I've got this sort of like purpley, pinky coloured paper to go. And so what I'll do is I'm going to stick those down first. Where's my, there it is, I'm trying to find my double-sided tape. Yeah, so I don't know what I've done with scissors now. I'm not very good at doing the, you know, the tear and tape bit. But we'll do that. So I'm trying to sort of get into, you know, putting regular videos up on my channel. I'm not really sure what it is. I did, I can't think which one it was, the card the other day, and I lost 3 subbies, so I don't know what it is they didn't like. I mean, they could have let me know and left a message. You know, I'm quite approachable. But yeah, so I was unsubbed sort of 3 subbies, which is fine. You know, I'm not doing this for subbies, but I just want to know what people want to see. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I haven't done a lace project for a while, so maybe I'll do that. I know I'm more known for that, I suppose, than I am for cards, but I was, funnily enough, initially a very, very, you know, big card maker before I even started with the lace. So, but yeah, I think I might do that. I've got a mini album, well, I say mini album, I've got a little project that I want to do, which is a bit like a mini album, but quite a small one. So, anyway, so this goes, let's find out where you, so try and keep it straight. So this goes on here. So for this mat, like I said, the card base is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So I cut this at 5.5 by 5.5, and then when you put that on here, it cuts a nice mat piece. So that's really good. So then this bit goes on top. So at the moment I'm binge watching the Unit, which is really good. Sometimes I just, is that true to life? Is that what it's like for, you know, military wives, you know, when they're so, it's almost like the women are in the army, you know, as well. I do understand that, obviously, for safety reasons, do you know what I mean? But boy, do they, you know, put up with oh, dear me, yeah. But, like, they can't have bad credit, because if they've got bad credit, then they could be susceptible to being bribed and stuff like that. You know, well, I suppose, but I suppose it's whatever your moral compass is. It's whether or not you would do that in the first place, whether you were, you know, in debt and you needed the money. How desperate would you be, I suppose? You know, because at the end of the day, it's your husband, you know, who's fighting. But obviously, this is men that get a special unit, which I'm sure that exists somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Right. Okay. So what I've got here is I've cut out these 3 pieces. So I've got 2 matte layers, and then I did this top layer here, which is sort of grass and some clouds. Now, I will say I did a huge muck-up of the clouds. The grass is a like a fluffy template, which I used. So that did the grass, so that was fine. But I've got a cloud one, but I couldn't find it, so I cut one out myself, and all it did was give me wavy lines. So my clouds are a total disaster, but it doesn't matter. Once the putty cat's on there. you know, you don't really notice. It's not too bad. Not too bad. So, this mat here, I added some of the hickory smoke around the outside and a very little bit on the white. So I'm going to, now do I don't know if I've got any, I haven't got any cardboard, otherwise I would have matted these up. Never mind. Anyway, so see, I've got some people who do the scoring tape and just sort of like, you know, tear it off and it does it in one foul swoop. But I just never seem to be able to. Oh, it's working now. But anyway, so there we go. So that's to go on. So I need to do this. So it's Sunday here in the UK. It's, I don't even, do you know what, I don't even know what date it is. What date is it? Well, I've got the doctors on the 25th, so it's the 23rd, so I've got the doctors on the 25th. I'm having really bad trouble with my sleeping. Last night it was about 4 o'clock before I went to sleep. And then when I do, I do sleep, I end up with the most horrendous dry mouth. It's unbelievable. So, right, okay, so I just want to get referred to a sleep apnea, because sometimes during the day I can be sitting there and I just can't keep my eyes open, mind you. And that was whether or not, you know, I can have other days where I'm fast asleep. I'm just taking off the, right now I'm going to map this onto this white piece. Make sure we've got this central, so we've got a nice border. There we go. I'll take these off. But I haven't got any foam tape here, otherwise I would have put it up. I haven't got any. Never mind. So yeah, like I said, I'm binge watching The Unit. I just finished, before I watched The Unit, I watched Grey's Anatomy. That was really good. That was 15 seasons I watched of that, so until I don't go out much. So yeah. Oh. It's getting really hard to try and find something that I do like. Films like The Unit and you know, Grey's Anatomy, like war or hospital related. Right, okay, so that's going to go there. Okay, and then lastly for this one we're going to put this again. I should have had my that's fine. And then we'll finish off with some just some little embellishments. Let's see what I can find. Yeah, so I need to decide, or try and find something to watch next. I've seen, film-wise, I've seen Aladdin, that was good. I've seen the new Mary Poppins, that was good. I've seen the new Dumbo one, that was good. Although it wasn't, it's the same story, didn't, you know, well, it was similar, but it didn't follow the actual storyline as the the film did. It wasn't quite the same. But like it didn't have the iconic 3 vultures. I didn't have them in it, which was a shame, because they sang When I See an Elephant Fly, but I didn't have that. Oh, do you know what? I can't get this one off. Okay, there we go. Okay, so make sure we got it the right way. There we go. I thought I saw a pretty cat creeping up on me. Right, so on the pussycat's bow, I cut that out of vellum, which is it had sort of a bit of a glittery, and then I also cut out this wording in the vellum, which says Happy Birthday, although I did cut it the wrong way, so the glittery bit's on the other side, but never mind, it doesn't matter. I thought I was being so clever trying to, so it says Happy Birthday, which I'm going to put down. So what I need to do, I've got glue pen here. Not that one. Let's try this one. This is a Zig glue pen, so I'm going to there's glue stuck on it, so it's making it difficult to push it in and out. That's not going to work, is it? I don't. I'll use I'll use my tacky glue instead. So I'll just put a little bit on there, because I literally only just need some dobs of it. So right, this will dry clear anyway. So. See, look, I'm concentrating. There we go. It's like my, that's the bracelet I made with the Booby Craft kit. It's cool, isn't it? I like it. Oh. Oops. That's the only trouble when you're doing something small. So I'll put the happy there. Okay. And then what we just need to do now is stick a pretty cat on. Oops. Well, he would have been good if I could have put him up a bit, but I haven't got any. I'll get some in a minute. Okay, so he's going to go there, or she's going to go there. I keep calling him a he, but I definitely did make her into a she. And then I'm going to see if we've got some, let's have a look for some decorations, like a bit of bling or some flowers maybe that we can put on there. See, see, I'm singing that now. Oops. They're cute. I haven't got my glue gun plugged in, so we'll just use a bit of this. Sorry, that's my next door's dogs. They drive me nuts. That's all they do. 4 of them. Oops. So my one of my boys and his wife, they're expecting. The baby's due early November, beginning of November, and having a little boy. I know his name, which is Finley, and I love it so much. Goes really well with the surname. Alright, let's stick this on. Let's stick my putty cat on. Yeah, I do love the name they've picked. So I think it's really nice. Fab name. So his missus was very pleased that I liked it. So that's all we seem to we just produce boy babies, not girl babies, boy babies. I don't care anyway, as long as they're healthy. That's all that matters. As long as they're healthy and they're growing to good people, that's all that matters. Sorry, I'm having trouble with this again. Just want a couple of flowers just to let's see, we're growing on the grass. So, there we go, that's my card. Happy birthday. Using the die from Inloveartshop. The Pussycat die. There we go. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.